Hey, this is Matt once again with the bets in the video, and this is a paid request for Shawn. Thank you so much for that. I know he's been waiting. He's been waiting for this for a while, and I do apologize for that. It's just so much other stuff got in the way, so much of life got in the way, and on top of that, I really had to find time to sit down because this is almost a 3-hour movie. But he's been very patient. I really appreciate that. I hope he enjoys, as well as anyone else, my commentary for the 1995 film Heat. So let's get right into it. It's a 2-hour, 50-minute movie. It is a great movie. It's just, again, to find the time to not be interrupted during the 3 hours. It's not always the easiest, but I'm pause at the beginning. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. And we have, what's the first? Warner Brothers. By the way, for anyone that wants to request any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, what have you, video game playthroughs, tier lists, rankings, commentaries, I did have to re-review something, review movies, whatever the case. PayPal's usually the best bet. Do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Let's see, Heat. Which, from the beginning, I love the way this opens, where the music is very this ethereal. Not ethereal is probably the wrong word, but it's this nice slow build-up to really settle into the mood of the movie. It's soft. Really not like soft, but grandiose. They really did set a tone for the rest of the movie. And this has an amazing cast as we see throughout the film. Of course, the first names were Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, which they had been in the same film before, Godfather Part 2, but this is the first time they got to share a screen together, be in the same scene together. And that definitely felt like a monumental occasion. Now, of course, they would also be together in Righteous Kill, which that film sucked ass. But this is much better than that. I would say it's my favorite Michael Mann film. I mean, Michael Mann, I know my friend Uncle Bill doesn't like him. I think Michael Mann can be a great filmmaker. Manhunter, Thief, this one, Collateral. This and Collateral, I would say, are my two favorites. If I did top 3, I would put Manhunter in there. Ali, I thought was decent, but a bit overlong. It's not a film I rewatch a lot, but it's a film I don't hate. Miami Vice, the movie, I hated. The TV show's good, but the movie I hated. And Public Enemies, I hated. Black Cat, it's one of his most boring. I've heard nothing but bad things about Ferrari. Oh, Elliot Goldenthal did the music. Of course, Elliot Goldenthal had done music for Alien 3, which I don't like that film, but it is a fantastic. It's a fantastic score, to be honest. Like Alien 3, that's one great thing I'll say. It does have a great score. Elliot Goldenthal also did, I believe, Batman Forever, Batman Returns. But yeah, Michael Mann, I know the Teep just came out. I did get that in. Got it on the Black Friday sale from Vinegar Syndrome. I've not watched it yet. I've seen the movie before. I remember liking the film, but just haven't seen that cleaned up version. But if I understand Michael Mann, the idea behind this is there was a TV show he wanted to do, and the show was not able to be sold, so it became a TV movie of the pilot. LA Takedown, which was this movie, but they cut a lot of the subplots out. But I think Michael Mann always wanted to see this get remade because he felt like he could do a better job. Which I've seen bits and pieces of LA Takedown. This is definitely a much better job than that fucking film was. Now I read up apparently Keanu Reeves was up for this role Val Kilmer plays, but he didn't do it, so they got Val Kilmer. Don't get me wrong, Val Kilmer does a good job. And then we saw a bit of Robert De Niro, we saw a bit of Val Kilmer, now a bit of Al Pacino here. Which Pacino has said that the character supposedly did cocaine, and that's why he's so out of control at parts. You got a great ass, and you got your head all up. He's doing cocaine. But that coke thing's not in the movie. I try to remember. I know there's a reason why. Like, he's at a very rich, successful house. I know there's a reason for that. Is it like his wife or ex owns it, or I have to remember to listen more closely for the explanation. Must have been hell of a sex. And this is Natalie Portman. Well, that answered my question, yeah. I forgot. See, it's been a while since I've seen this. So he's like the boyfriend, and her dad is the asshole that stood her up. And yes, that is a very young Natalie Portman. So this is after Leon the Professional, but well before the Star Wars prequels. Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, all that stuff. Right there, Shirley tells she's off her fucking rocker. Natalie Portman's character. Which it just makes sense for later on what she finds herself into, so to speak. Now we have sad. I want to say his name is Kevin Gage. Yeah, that's Kevin Gage. Which Kevin Gage, what was it? I think he was a Navy SEAL, or no, he portrayed a Navy SEAL. That's right, in GI Jane. He was an instructor, Navy SEAL instructor in GI Jane. That's what it was. Also, I know he was the villain in Point Blank, which was Mickey Rourke's take on Die Hard in the late 90s. Wasn't the greatest movie. Now, of course, you have Tom Sizemore here. May he rest in peace. And we got Danny Trejo. Really is a who's who of familiar faces. Let's see, there's Robert De Niro, of course. Danny Trejo is talking to them. Tom Sizemore. There's Val Kilmer. Talk about having, again, a hell of a cast. And one more to be said, Val Kilmer, I think the same year Batman Forever came out. He was in Top Gun, he was in Top Secret, he was in, I think, The Saint, which was not that great of a movie. Tom Sizemore, may rest in peace. Of course, he was in Saving Private Ryan, The Relic, which I love. A lot of films. Enemy of the State. Of course, you all know who De Niro is. And then we saw Danny Trejo, Machete, Desperado, various other movies. From Dusk Till Dawn. So this would have been before From Dusk Till Dawn, because that was 96. But I think at this point he'd been like Desperado and other... Well, Desperado was the same year. And that guy who we just saw... That guy there, I know I've seen him before. That guy who's in the driver's seat and just got hit. I know he's been in a lot of stuff. I think he was in Predator 2. I think he's one of the guys in Predator 2. The drug guys at the beginning during the shootout with the police. Of course, them robbing the place here. I do like the mask each of these guys wear. Like a jocked up Jason Voorhees mask or something, but cool look they have for the robbers here. Put them on and yeah, I believe Kevin Gage, he's a bit of a hothead here and gets these people killed, which wasn't supposed to happen. To establish he's even more of a hothead, and that's going to screw things up for the group later on. But like I said, Michael Mann, I don't know, I mean, it's like a lot of directors just lose their touch. Like Public Enemies, at Black Cat, I was sitting there go, is this the same fucking guy that did this movie? And see, that guy didn't do anything. Like Tom Sizemore says, he can't hear anything. He can't hear squat. Their bells are definitely ringing. They're definitely deaf as fuck. And this guy's like, I don't want to do anything. But there you go. 2 shots and a bullet to the head to finish up. You're not making a move, you paranoid fuck. No, De Niro's pissed. Because one thing to rob is another to be a cop killer. Robbing is one thing, but now that you're a cop killer, they're going to be even more adamant to find you, even more angry, even more pissed off to find you. They should have just shot him. Well, I don't say they're not going to shoot him in the head there because it'd be evidence to use against them. Damn, that guy had his TV working. How the hell did that homeless guy like get his TV working? Granted, there was nothing on it, but it looked like it was on. John Voight here, who's in Anaconda, that stupid film Megalopolis. And this is before De Niro lost his damn mind. I don't know what happened to Robert De Niro. He got the TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, just crying about Trump. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's supposed to be a man's man. Playing characters like this. And you're out here crying and being a baby. Al Pacino ain't being a baby. He's like the only guy normal of the main leads. Because Tom Sizemore passed away. Val Kilmer was a dick. Especially on films like Island of Dr. Moreau. I know Adam Marcus, who did Jason Goes to Hell, he directed a film with Val and said it was the worst experience because the guy made his co-stars cry for how awful he was. And I'm sorry what happened to Val, but maybe that's karma, maybe that's something for treating people so horribly. I mean, I hate to say it, but think about Val Kilmer, Bruce Willis. So many stories of them treating other people horribly, and then something horrible happens to them. Again, I'm sad that happened to them, but maybe it's sense of karma. But on the flip side, I mean, like Michael J. Fox, what did he do to deserve it? So you never know. It's all could happen to anybody. So, but even these cops, a lot of familiar faces. We had Ted Levine from Silence of the Lambs, TV show Monk, The Mangler. He's the guy talking right now on the left here. Then on the right, that's Wes Studi. The guy that we see on the, well, we did have on the right side of the screen. Now he's on the left side of the screen. Wes Studi was Sagat in the Van Damme Street Fighter movie. He was in Deep Rising with Treat Williams. And then the one guy is Michael T. Williamson, who was Bubba Gump and Forrest Gump, among other movies. So yeah, there's Michael T. Williams on the left. So again, a lot of familiar faces. And what makes it work is that you have a great hero, great villain, two powerhouse actors, with a collection of recognizable good actors as their posse, going toe to toe. And there's a lot of heist movies that come out throughout the years before and after this, but to me, this is one of the better ones. I know Den of Thieves try to be like this, but Den of Thieves just didn't have the directing, the aptitude that this film has with the cast and the way that finale is constructed, the cat and mouse between Pacino and De Niro, with near the outer realms of the airport, and good buildup of the suspense. Pacino seeing the shadows, all that stuff. Oh, you tell these guys definitely want to kill Kevin Tate, which De Niro's gonna be super pissed. Oh, he's already super pissed. Just De Niro beating the shit out of him. Yeah, they definitely want to take care of your sorry ass. Nice tracking shot here. Ooh, right in the stomach. Now, was it the punch in the stomach? Like, he had his arms like this, but he's not trying to get the mouth off his hand. Was it because the punch in the stomach kind of stunned him too much, or he's like this, or was it the way De Niro was holding him? You would think, like, should have been tipped an eye on him. I don't know why you tipped your eyes off the prize. Also, you think a gun, like, I don't, there's not even a silencer on that. You think that would be the best weapon to use? Is the gun with no silencer? Or hell, just stab him in the throat with a knife. Like, I know there was a cop car there, but if he went on top of him, closed his mouth, and stabbed his neck with a knife, I think he would have been fine. Well, the guy would have been dead, but De Niro's crew would have been fine. Michael Mann, I mean, definitely knows how the stage is shot. Like, these use of the wide frame as De Niro's looking out into the waves over there. You see these kind of shots before in Manhunter, among others. Graham, you're taking your time. That's why the running time's a bit lengthy. But here, again, I just think it's well made enough that the running time suffices. Here's Ashley Judd playing Val's girlfriend. Risk versus reward, baby. There you go. Speed of the Devil. Like I said, apparently Keanu Reeves said no to this. I read that because he wanted to do Shakespeare Hamlet. Which, Keanu, dude, come on, man. That's such a dumb decision. This is a film with Michael Mann. You don't... Like, you don't... I mean, what do you expect? He comes home, wants a relaxing bit, and you just nag, nag, nag. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Why don't you do the fucking work if you want the money so goddamn badly, Ashley Judd? You want it so damn bad, you do the shit. But it's like Keanu Reeves. Do I think he could have done it? 1995. Yeah, I mean this was after Speed. And like, come on, you just did Speed, well, the movie. Successful film, great movie. This would have been another wonderful stepping point in your career. And you get to work with De Niro, and it's like, come on now, man. course, the notion here is cop life versus criminal life, even their relationships. You have De Niro, who has no relationships because he's got to leave. Forget how many seconds he says. You have Val and his relationship not working out the best. And then you have this flip side here with days are tough all over, I guess, for everybody. No one's getting laid tonight. No one's getting any poontang pie tonight. I think this is Amy Brenneman. Yeah, Amy Brenneman. I remember. She was in the film Daylight with Sylvester Stallone. Came out around 1996. So she did it after this. Definitely tell by his demeanor he does not want to be disturbed. Again, because of his rule. Do not be attached to anything that you can't walk away in. Was it 30 seconds? I guess if you say, like I was saying with Pacino, like he's married to this lady now, and then Natalie Portman's his stepdaughter. I just, he's not the father of Natalie Portman, because her actual dad's more of a dick. So now we get the establishing the bond that De Niro and Amy will have with each other. Breaking one of his rules. I'm trying to think, there's a moment where he like hesitates, he tries to go towards her, then stops himself and runs off, and you think, okay, even that hesitation maybe cost him something. If I remember, I could be remembering wrong. But it's a shame Robert De Niro just became a damn fruitcake. Like a lot of people in Hollywood. With politics and all about because of Donald Trump. And it's like a lot of you guys, not all, a lot of you liked him and hugged him and took pictures with him and were fine with him until this. And he's not the devil. It's not perfect, nobody else, but come on. Just some of the behavior is just so weird from these people. Like, De Niro, again, aren't you the guy from, this movie? You look at his character, his stature, same in Goodfellas and Casino, and the tough guy. You don't seem tough nowadays. Maybe because of the variety of shitty films he did afterward, like Hide and Seek and Godsend and Righteous Kill and fucking Grudge Match and what was that one? Stardust and what the hell it was called? I mean, Meet the Parents was fun. I can't remember the last film I saw of his that I liked. That'd be interesting. Actually, you know what? Let me look. As they're talking here. I know some people don't like the way Michael Mann shoots his films. Like, you kind of see the cityscape there, and it looks a little bit... Maybe it's the transfer on this. It looked a little bit fuzzy. I don't know. That's probably, I mean, probably just me. It does look like they're on a damn blue string. I don't know why it looks like that to me. I don't know. It's stupid, Matt. I know it's stupid. I'm just saying, for some reason, for me, it looks a bit that way. I don't know why I think that. I don't know. But I'm looking over here. Let's see. Ezra, which I've never heard of before. Came out 2023. About My Father. Okay. Killers of the Flower Moon, Scorsese film with Leo DiCaprio. Amsterdam, a film with Christian Bale that I think was a flop. The War with Grandpa. Yeah. If I saw that, I don't remember anything about it. Oh, The Irishman. Oh yeah, of course, Joker. How could I forget that? He was in Joker. How could I forget that? I was trying to think of like movies he starred in. Yeah, The Irishman. That's one of those films that the running time I felt with that a lot more compared to this. There's aspects of The Irishman I liked, but not a film I would ever rewatch again, ever. Didn't hate it, but Joker I liked. He did films Dirty Grandpa, Grudge Match, Killing Season with John Travolta. I'm on others. Limitless, I remember Not Minding. Where the fuck you been? Now this guy looks familiar. Who plays Albert? Today, you wasted my motherfucking time. Oh, okay, that's... There was a film from... It definitely makes it more interesting when you think of what Pacino said, that more than likely his character was doing cocaine. But this guy here, there was a movie called Father's Day with Billy Crystal and Robin Williams, and there's a guy who's a bellhop. If you watch the trailer, they see them clean up the teenager, and then as the bellhop is like, I'll be back with you later. Like, I'll talk to you later. He was also one of the thieves, I believe, in Hard Rain with Christian Slater. Don't waste my motherfucking time. Right? There you go. Remember something. There you go. Now, of course, here again, another familiar face, Tom Noonan. Of course, Tom Noonan from the Monster Squad. He was the Frankenstein monster. And, of course, he worked with Michael Mann before on Manhunter as being the main villain in Manhunter. But yeah, Tom Noonan. $12.2 million. Jesus. Imagine what you could do with a fraction of that, let alone. Let's say. Oh, another familiar face, William Fichtner. Yeah, William Fichtner, who was the. They wanted to be the Shredder, but he didn't become the Shredder in that 2014 Ninja Turtles movie. He was the bad guy and the lone gunman. The Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp. And William Fichtner's been a lot of stuff. And of course, the other guy is Henry Rollins. From the Henry Rollins, the band that he had. And he's been in a few films. He was in Feast, a few other movies. But yeah, Henry Rollins, the music, more so a musician. People know him from. But man, $12 million. Now, I'm not sure what all the other people get. I would assume like some of these other people get some kind of commission. So let's say it's 12 million. Let's say buy this guy, you gotta pay out 4 million off. I don't know, just let's say it's 8 million. That means it's 2 million a piece for 4 people. Sizemore, Trejo, De Niro, Val. 2 million a piece is 8 million. Sorry, just watching De Niro giving Val some coffee. But $2 million, even just that, you don't have to pay taxes because you're stealing it and stuff. If I had $2 million, I would be settled for the rest of my life. Seriously, I would be settled for the rest of my life, especially with the way I live. I mean, think about it. With 2 million, let's say you spent 10,000 a month for 12 months. 10 times 12 is 120. 120,000. I mean, for 10 years, that would be a million, 1.2 million? Yeah, 10,000 a month, 12 months, 120,000, times 10, 1.2 million, yeah. So that's for 10 years if you spent that much. And you still have 800,000 left. Again, that's if you spent 10,000 a month. Like, how can you spend? I'm like, how can you spend 10,000 a month? Man. Then we have this character here, played by Dennis Haysbert. Where it says he's trying to be on the straight and narrow path and gets, although kind of easily, pushed back into it. Wants to do it for his wife, but then succumbs because he's trying to get a legit job here, but they treat him like shit from what I remember. Talk about having a shit deal. I think the guy who's the owner here, that's Bud Cort. Not sure if I realized that before. Bud Cort, he's most famous for the film Harold and Maude from the 70s. Yeah, Harold and Maude. But yeah, Dennis Haysbert, who's the new recruit at that restaurant, the guy we're watching. I remember him as the guy in Major League who had the voodoo stuff. What the hell was it called? Jabubu or Jabu? Well, fuck you. I do it myself. Dennis Haysbert has been in a shitload of those insurance commercials. Car insurance type of commercials. Was it just car? I know insurance commercials. He's done a shitload of them. I remember there were a time I couldn't turn on TV without I was fucking seeing him in one of his commercials. It's funny I say that, but I'm trying to remember what the hell the... Allstate. Yeah, I thought it was Allstate. I want to make sure. Yeah, Allstate. Watch you don't bite your finger. Again, it's just weird seeing De Niro so strong and tough and no nonsense. Clean up, go home. Clean up, go home. Now he's become just a fucking crybaby bitch. Crying because Trump. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm sorry I keep bringing it up. It's happened to a lot of celebrities. God damn. Pacino, he's just one of those guys that kind of just stays out of it, for the better, honestly. I know Pacino's doing some exorcism movie, I think. He was doing it Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Hey, don't waste his motherfucking time. I'm telling you. You better not be wasting his time. Tone Loc, musician. Of course, I remember him the most from Ace Ventura: Pet Detective as the fellow cop who is friends with Ace. He also had a big role rapping with a group in The Adventures of Ford Fairlane with Andrew Dice Clay. Today is the worst day of your life. You get killed, what are you done? I know some people don't like Pacino's acting style because they deem it over the top. And I can see, I could, yes, it is over the top, but for me, I find it just fun. Like in Scarface, I just find it intense and fun to watch. That makes it just interesting for me to see what's going to happen next. What kind of snap is he going to showcase of that energy? And it's a good counter to De Niro's very methodical, very low key. You would not call Robert De Niro's character energetic. And then Pacino's the opposite. Odd Town Sizemore, that's who they're talking about. Chorito. Rhymes with burrito. Never close, open 7 days a week. Now it says here it's based on a true story of Neil McCauley, a calculating criminal and ex-Alcatraz inmate who was tracked down by Detective Chuck Adamson and Chuck Adamson in 1964. In 1961, McCauley was transferred from Alcatraz to McNeil Island Correction Center. As mentioned in the film, he was released in 1962 and immediately began planning new crimes, using bolt cutters and drills to rob a manufacturing company of diamond drill bits. Pacino's character is largely based on Detective Chuck Adamson, who began keeping tabs on McCauley's crew, knowing that he had begun committing crimes again. They met for coffee once, as portrayed in the film. Their dialogue in the script is based on the conversation that they had. The next time that the two met, guns were drawn, which also mirrored in the movie. Oh, is this, yeah, the ambush? Yeah, it's an ambush, I believe. This guy thinks he's slick. Think you're a solid snake? Yep, there you go. Yeah. Yep, there you go. Shot one, shot two, and the car makes three. Hey, plan ahead. Have one watching his back, and in case someone gets away, have Tom Sizemore right there. Clean up the rest. Yep, no money. Got fucked over. You dead now, Fittner. You fucker. I do like that line. What am I talking to? An empty telephone. Because there's a dead man on the other end of the line. I don't know if you needed that last shot, William Fittner kind of just staring to the side over there. I think just him looking and putting the phone down was good enough, but just had that kind of awkward. It kind of looked like. It just felt like a beat too long. I don't know. It's weird. What's crazy about this film is that I can't even say it did that well at the box office. It cost, I think, about 60 million, and it made about that much in the U.S. Because it cost 60 million, it made 67 million in the U.S., but made 120 foreign, so 180 some million worldwide. So I don't know if that would be labeled a success or barely broke even or what, I don't know. But it must have been something because they had a 2-disc special edition DVD. Well, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of films that are flops. They got special dishes as well, so I don't know. It's interesting. You would think these guys would be a bit more worried about Kevin Gage's character and where he was up to, what was going on. Sorry, it's hard to keep up with consistently what to say about the film. And still got a little less than 2 hours left. I do remember the trailers for this being a feel of epicness to it. Especially the one that used the song that's from the end of the movie, God Moving Over the Water by Moby. Oh, this is Kevin Gage. Oh yeah, I was talking about this film. Like this film, it cost 60 million and made 180 worldwide. So, I don't know if it broke even or what. I would think from all the home video releases that maybe it would make a bit of profit. But the fact that it critically acclaimed, but it got no major award nominations. Not the Golden Globes, not the Oscars. How the fuck did this film not get any nominations for anything? Not for the acting, not for the direction, not for anything. It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. And sorry, I'm not saying anything. I'm just the cops are not having their bit of a party. I know Christopher Nolan was inspired by this film for his Dark Knight trilogy, especially for the Dark Knight and the bank heist scenes. I know that for some reason, like there's a a prequel, and he wants to make that into a fucking film. He wants, I think, like Adam Driver to be the younger Robert De Niro. No, again, what is it with people making these fucking films that no one is asking for? No one asked for Gladiator 2. No one is asking for a fucking Heat prequel. The mom. That's the girl we saw earlier. It's also crazy. I mean, what was that film? Crash? A few years after this, like that. I forget, was nominated, won, whichever. Which I know people were like pissed, like, really? Like that film? Which I didn't hate that film, but I just think of all the films throughout the years that got nominated, let alone won. Black Panther was nominated for an Oscar. Fucking Barbie. But this film wasn't? See, making my nose itch. I'm allergic to the bullshit. So Barbie is an Oscar-worthy film. Black Panther is an Oscar-worthy film. But Heat is not. Sorry, Heat. You're not as good as Barbie. You're not as good as fucking Black Panther. Jesus Christ. Shows how shitty the Oscars are, or shows how shitty cinema has gotten. Would you really love Pacino fat and balding? I don't know. Lady, not to be a asshole, but you could do a lot worse than Pacino. He could be beating you up. He could be yelling at you. He could be starting fights with you. He could be saying, "This food's too fucking cold" or something. A guy that doesn't want to tell you, yeah, this 16-year-old got killed after getting butt fucked, or as he puts it, oh yeah, this one case where a junkie burned their baby. Is the kind of little tragic part of it where the wife is proud of Dennis Haysbert for going on the straight and narrow path, and he's not going to be on there. And I remember there's that bit where she sees that, I think she sees his dead body, and or something. It's like, why didn't you listen to me? Why didn't you hang on? Why? But that's what happens to a lot of people. They come out and they want to. Well, it's not this case, but some want to just go right back in, because they feel institutionalized, as in they're so used to the way things work in prison. They just would rather be back there, because it's more familiar. Or this where got a shitty job with a shitty boss and sure wants to cut that fucker up. Yeah, probably just hard to do a commentary for 3 hours. I might have to start telling people, like, maybe no 3 hour commentaries. Unless it's like you do like a live stream and interact with people. Because it's hard to do it by myself for that fucking long of a time. Because, like I said, hour in, I'm already not knowing what else to say about shit. See, I mean, Pacino's character seems like a decent guy. You know, picked up Natalie Portman trying to talk to her and stuff. Doesn't seem that awful of a guy. Now, again, compared to like The Irishman, the pacing I could deal with this more. Do I think there are times that, yes, even this could be whittled down? Yeah. There's always, I think, room for tightening up a pace for a movie. Oh, yeah, this idiot in the back there makes a noise accidentally. Yeah, this guy here with glasses is fucking moron. So, does he like bang his gun or something? Accidentally against the wall? Something like that. And then De Niro notices something may be up. Because remember, this nice tense scene with Pacino looking and De Niro looking, and Pacino and De Niro again, they keep the kind of back and forth, even in a subliminal fashion. Assume they got our phones, assume they know where we live. Investment grade metals. Open sesame. Well, not quite, but still. I know that's coming up. That asshole makes fucking noise. Because I do remember that. God, you imagine how sketchy it is to be undercover? Or even, like, you gotta hide as a bum and hope they don't spot you, hope they don't take you for what you don't want them to do, and just... I think coming up here it happens. Just, I know it's when De Niro is outside. Maybe not yet. Might be when they're about ready to leave, I don't know. I don't know why, anytime I see someone drilling into a safe like this, I always think of Die Hard. Yep, there you go. Theo, it's Christmas. So, you know, Pacino staring, De Niro staring. Again, kind of that back and forth hero and villain. Kind of an unintentional face off, even though they're not in the same room. Get a nice tense moment. And De Niro knows something is up. I'll tell you one thing, you should take that fucking cop and fire his ass. That cop definitely needs to be fired. Fucked up this undercover operation, sting operation, however you want to put it. They have nothing. To pick them up, they would have nothing on hand. Fire that fucking cop who screwed everything up. Should be able to punch that fucking guy. This guy here with the fucking gun, the moron. So that's the risk. Do you do the bank or do you leave? Greed is a powerful drug. Giving him an out. To walk away, be fine. That's the thing. If he was out, he went back home, he would have been fine, would have been alive, and the Sizemore was like, okay. It's too bad Pacino didn't have a scene where he could just beat the shit out of that fucking guy that made all the noise. Hank Azaria. Yeah, Hank Azaria there, who's ready to get his damn arm twisted. He was the voice of Apu on The Simpsons. He was in Godzilla 1998. He was in The Birdcage. Among other stuff. Now, apparently this line Pacino has was ad-libbed. Grab big ass. That's why Hank Azaria has this shocked look on his face. This look of shock apparently was real. Coming up here in a bit. I think apparently that line was ad-libbed. Both, I think Michael Mann and Hank Azaria said that. So apparently that was a real reaction. You have great ass. You have your head all the way up it. So yeah, it's funny to realize that Hank had that real reaction. Like, I guess I would have the same reaction too. Like, who the fuck is this guy? But I say it's a good contrast to De Niro, where he's more melancholy. Well, they have us. Us. funny. There's almost like a slight smile from De Niro's character from that. I mean, John Voight's telling you to pass. Maybe you should pass. They ain't going to. Okay. We're not going anywhere. Just, fuck it, I'm not doing dishes tonight. Ordering for pizza. Fuck these dishes. Just don't shoot them. Ideas for him is like, well, home life is shit anyway. Marriage is on the rocks anyway. Might as well be doing something. Hunting here in the helicopter. I think this is another. There's another song by Moby, I believe. Right here. I think this is. I believe this is a Moby song. Dun. Just once again, to further his drive, further how focused this character is. Trying to think this is leading up to the coffee shop scene. It might be, because I think it is about halfway through the film this occurs. Yeah, I think yeah. Surprised he didn't just shoot. Well, I guess at least maybe this was after the heist he would do it, but not before the heist. Here's the scene. For what I understand, they had two cameras, one on either side. So they just cut back through this conversation. Must have worked some dipshit crews. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I'm paused at 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 35 seconds. Again, 1 hour, 29:35. Unpause now. Had to do something real quick, but didn't want to. Just such an amazing scene here. Simple, just two actors going toe to toe with each other. My life is a disaster. Thirty seconds. 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner. I love the music slowly creeping up, which works fantastic with in conjunction with the ending of the movie. You spot me turn around that corner and walk around this woman. I say goodbye. That's the discipline. kind of two sides of the same coin on this trajectory that of inevitability. That, you know, this don't end one way or one killing the other. Well, of course, they're dead. They don't have anything to say. They're dead as fuck. I can't help it. It seemed just mesmerizing. If I'm there, I gotta put you away. I won't lie to you. But I'll tell you. If it's between you and some poor bastard whose wife is going to turn to a widow, brother, you are going down, down. So the boxing match going back and forth verbally. What if you do got me boxed in? I gotta put you down. Because no matter what, you will not be in my way. Just a smoldering intensity between the two, man. Got one over on you guys. I don't even know if I... Hey, don't look at me, Pacino. I don't know where the fuck they are. Go find that Kevin Gage asshole. I can't. They said going off a tangent. I can't remember what they said with how they could afford such a nice looking place. Pacino's character is married to the girl. I'm, Kevin Day. Henry Rollins is a pretty built fucking dude. Damn. So apparently that meeting between De Niro and Pacino was shot at Kate Mentalini on Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. The LA mainstay was a noted top spot for stylish late supper. So the cops were following Trejo too closely. Oh, and then, okay, yeah, that's right. This is Dennis Haysbert, how he gets to be part of the group. There's a temptation. Changed the rest of his life. He just signed his death warrant. He just doesn't know it yet. And yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of development for him, but just the fact of his wife being happy for him and his boss being a dick, and there you go. You treat people like shit, they go, why should I reform? Oh yeah, this music. I remember this music being some of the other trailers for this film. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, like I said, the robbery scene I know was definitely an inspiration for The Dark Knight. And again, they had the film Den of Thieves, which I wasn't a fan of, and they're doing a sequel. I'm like, okay, Dre, you're doing a sequel for it that I don't give a fuck about. I don't know how many people give a fuck about a sequel to Den of Thieves. I guess if anyone ever sees this far, you let me know. Do you give a fuck about a sequel to Den of Thieves? Because I sure as fuck don't. I wonder what happens with the. I don't know if anyone ever sees this and is a security guard for a bank. What happens? Let's say one of these heists happen and you get tied up or whatever the case, and they get the money. Do you get fired? Is there a kind of you were supposed to do this? You didn't do your job, so you now owe us the. I mean, is there any type where I just wonder what the deal is with? Do you get some? Do you get fired? I would assume probably you get fired or some kind of punishment, or you were supposed to stop this. You fucking pay back the money. Of course, not that. There'd be no way they could afford it. But I just wonder what the protocol is with that. God, look at all that money. Money, money, money. Jesus. God damn. I'd be like, just stay down, man. Just stay down. Ain't worth it. Can't spend the money if you're dead. Can't worry about your fucking money if you're dead. And they're not asking for your wallets and shit. Up, this LAPD warned. So Kyle, that Kevin Gage told the fucking William Fichtner's group, and that group told the LAPD, and now they're getting ready for a battle. Definitely one of the big premiere action scenes in the movie. I think this is where both Dennis Haysbert and Todd Sizemore are going to get killed. Here comes the other two. Yeah, might as well, yeah. There's a nice buildup of the tension between these two groups. Just know you're just waiting for them to collide. Should have kept more hidden just in case. Damn you, West Duty. Damn you, Sagat. You fucked up. Such that Tel Aviv's terror got killed. Especially since it was West and Michael T that gave their positions away. Good sound design on the gunshots, I gotta say. Very good sound design. You think even that at least would get nominated? Good weapon handling. Weapon handling. Oh, there goes Dennis Haysbert. Sure listen to your old lady, man. Sure listen to your old lady. Now you are the voodoo. Only voodoo magic will get you back up. From what I understand, Val Kilmer has heard that apparently for people in training on how to reload a weapon, they study, or at least at one point studied the way Val Kilmer did in this movie. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I read up on. And they're just all done practically. No CGI enhancements. The muzzles are well done. Just at times, like the muzzles, they'll add and look so fake and so phony and so cartoonish. Here, the muzzle flashes look great. Everything's done with the squibs, the bullet holes on various types of, whether the glass or whatever it need to be. Now just be, oh, let's throw CGI enhancements here on these bullets, or throw some smoke that's CG, or whatever the hell it could be. Remember Editorial Weekly giving like a lukewarm reaction to this, like a B minus or something? Because I remember having the magazine Entertainment Weekly. Remember for a while being subscribed to it. And you read the articles, and then at the end they did like reviews and what were the top 10 at the box office, at the top 10 VHS sales. And again, this gave this like a B minus or something. I'm like, what? Definitely think it's better than a B minus. It's like, well, we can't give you De Niro right now. You gotta wait till the end of the movie. And Val, I guess they felt one had to make it. So we'll give you Tom Sizemore. Nice build up in the music here. A little bit guitar work. Nice crotch shot here. Waiting for that moment. Bullseye. Ooh. Bullseye. So there you go. Where's that girl's mom, is what I'm wondering. Where the fuck is that girl's mother? Some bitch. Oh. Yeah, I think this is the moment here where she finds out. Kind of this, I knew this was going to happen kind of thing. Now, I know this is, what's his name? Jeremy Piven. I remember there's a line in the trailer that for some reason they cut out of this. Like, I'm double the worst. I forget what it's called. The like Jeremy Piven said, you're number one. Like you're number one fugitive with a bullet, and he's like, I'm double the. I'll look it up. What was the line? I am double the worst trouble you ever thought of. Yeah. I'm double the worst trouble you ever thought of. Which is linked here as if it was in the movie. Either I completely missed it, or that was only in the trailer. Unless that's in the extended cut. Double check here. Damn. There's Danny Trejo. Wainwright, and there you go. Trejo, you fucked up. You fucked up badly. You don't think so? There you go. You didn't want him to leave you like that? There you go. Tell you from dusk till dawn. There's another piece of music I remember from the trailer. Because I remember in the trailer where it showed like Robert De Niro's name and Al Pacino's name. Boom, boom. That's cool. I mean, watch this again. There's a lot of little musical cues that they use for put in the trailer from the movie. That's not always the case with trailers. And there's multiple trailers to this film, but it's like again, the Moby song at the end of the film, this bit here to begin some of those trailers. I did one of the other trailers like boom, 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 boom. Because I remember there's two trailers. One ended with that boom, boom, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. And then the other was Moby, God moving over the water. I mean, I don't mind West Studi. I do kind of wish this was Ted Levine, though. And yeah, I have another idea. West Studi is like, I do prefer Ted Levine. But I mean, cool to see West Studi did a bit of moment to shine, doing the work toe to toe with Eddie Murphy. What the fuck, Al Pacino. This is Henry Rollins. I know Henry Rollins had a story where he kind of told Pacino to go for it, and Pacino really did win for it. And then apparently Pacino apologized later. Who told you, rat motherfucker? Who? But that was a good push, throwing Henry Rollins right through the fucking window. Nice blood squibs there. Just, crazy though. Back then, blood squibs were like the norm. And now it's like so against the fucking law, movie law, to have squibs. Arthur T. Williamson, you don't really see a whole lot nowadays. I think the last time I saw him was that one. Was it Don't Let Go? That was trying to be a bit like Frequency. I think that was the last one I saw him in. No, what was it called? Let me double check real quick. Yeah, Don't Let Go. 2019. But yeah, Michael T. Williamson. I mentioned he was in Forrest Gump as Bubba Gump, but he was in The First Power as Lou Diamond Phillips' partner. Love The First Power with LDP. He was in Con Air as a friend of Nick Cage who gets wounded. What if there's no God? And then Nick Cage, I'll show you God does exist. And that's after this. He was in Species 2. He played Don King in Ali. He was in Black Dynamite. The Purge election year. The last film he was in was Clean with Adrian Brody. North of the 10, which there's nothing on here about it. And TV work. Well, a lot more to be said about compared to Ted Levine, who ain't living in this one. damn, 40 minutes left of the film, but I think, from what I remember, it's this bit here. Then there's the bit with him, Waingro, that guy, and him getting his comeuppance. The phone call with Val Kilmer, where the wife pretty much warns him to get away. What happened with Natalie Portman's character. Kind of surprised still that he didn't like just break her neck or something. They said okay, and he's got a. But I guess that's the point, is that he doesn't do stuff like that, and it leads into him getting killed by the end. Not following his own rules, not truly following his own internal logic. At least not enough for him to get away scot-free. So I'm not yawning because of the movie. I'm yawning because it's pretty late. Yeah, you ain't getting laid tonight, De Niro. Sorry, you ain't getting laid tonight. Like I say, watch it again. My only issue is I think there are points that this could be tightened up in terms of the pacing. Yeah, your friend. Who's okay, so he explains that her ex-husband, this is his place. So it's her ex-husband. So right there he explains this place was the ex-husband's. Oh yeah, I may rough fuck you to make me feel good. So that guy who sat down, that's Xander Berkeley. The thing I remember him the most is in Candyman, the original, where he was got killed at the end by Virginia Madsen's character. Oh, demean yourself, yeah. Yeah, you became a slut because he's worked in the test criminals. So thus you're a slut. Tell one thing, I don't really. Good actress, but her character, I don't like the Pacino's wife character. Like, he told you up front what his job was. He's busy trying to catch these people so people don't die. You're cheating on him, and all this other shit. Would be cool to see maybe if, granted, this would make the film longer, but it would be nice to see maybe just a few more moments between Pacino and Natalie Portman's character. Because I would like the idea that she can't get the time of day from her dad, which they point out in this, but her stepdad, I mean, there's that scene where he picks her up, which is nice, but maybe one or two more scenes to show that he does care for this girl and he's being helpful to her, and maybe in a way she appreciates that. And I will say, if I have a least interesting part of the film, it is this romance between De Niro and Amy Brenneman. I know it's an essential part of it, it's just not the most fascinating part to me. I mean, there are moments that worked, of course, but sorry about that. Damn voice. Stupid throat. I would assume because she screws this up that she's going to get fucked over later. I don't know how she does. Probably the risk of her being separated from her kid, all that other jazz, but the idea is that she helps him get away. Damn, I don't know why with my throat keeps... I know that's annoying, I apologize. Nice train shot to go from up there to where Ashley Judd is at, all the way down here. This is where she makes her decision. Warns him. Now you would think that, well, they would know what he looks like so people could see with the camera, telescope, whatever, oh, that's him, and follow him. Did he change clothes with someone or something? Like, someone took his car? Didn't try to remember. Oh, of course, because that fucking idiot cop did it. Doesn't know his head from his ass. So I guess technically they never do find out, so they would just assume he never came back or anything of the sort. Not that the character deserves to get away, because he did kill people, but because hell, they all killed people during that heist, but okay. Don't sleep for a month. I know the feeling. I'm about ready to do that after this commentary. Of course, that one dumbass cop let Val Kilmer live. Or let Val Kilmer get away. Which I'm sure is on purpose that that one cop would be the one to do it. You want a free TV? There you go. Hey, come on, Al, that's littering. You can't be doing that. Fuck you doing, littering that shit. Isn't this where he finds Natalie Portman? Obviously, she did this at his place for a reason. That's why I like to have seen a bit more between the two of them. Didn't dread intensity with Pacino's character. Didn't dread emotional parts from both parties here, both actors. Probably because she had a shitty mother. Sorry. Did not having a great. I think that's the thing is that there's not a whole lot about the Natalie Portman character where we saw that she was scared, freaking out that she's not going to be ready for her dad. Then there's like one moment where Pacino kind of picks her up. Can't remember any other scenes. There might have been some more scenes, but I wonder if it says really. Yeah, it might have been some deleted scenes, perhaps. I don't know. Yeah, Natalie Portman's character. Her real dad's a piece of shit. Her mom is a selfish lush, but Pacino been making an effort to be a good stepfather. She seems to like to trust him because he's the only one who's been making an effort. But that should have been established, but much more clear. reinforced with the scene where Natalie Portman calls Pacino, not her mom, to be picked up when she's on the side of the road. You know. But that's the thing. I wish there was just more than just that one scene. At least like 2 more scenes. I think it would have been nice to. I said that would be nice to see if that was the case. I just really, that was his downfall too, is that he could not let it go. If he just ignored this Wayne Grow guy, just left him be, he could get on and move on. He would have been fine as dandy. But it's like, nope, I gotta get this revenge onto the guy. If he just let it go, they just could not do it. She chose you. She picked your place. I'm not what you want. So in a way, it's nice adult separation. It's not a happily ever after. It's not we're going to get back together and everything's going to be fine. It's Cappuccino facing the truth of the matter, not lying to her, lying to himself. It ain't gonna work out, but looks like they'll at least still be friends. And kind of that self-realization, which in a way, I don't want to say growth, but sort of cutting the cord, which De Niro did not do. If De Niro cut the cord away from this guy, this Wayne Grow guy, then at the end he would have been fine. Why do you even try to unlock the door? Two to the chest, one in the head. Just like the security guard near the beginning of the film. Took the guy down, to the chest, one to the head. Okay, shoot. Shoot, you dumb fuck. Like, he's going back to you. What do you expect's gonna happen? You said freeze, don't move, so he's moving. I'm just no. What do I do now? Dumb fuck. Dumb fuck. We're getting to the finale of the movie. The amounts between Pacino and De Niro. One of my favorite parts of the film. And there you go. But there he goes. Walking away. Like he said he would do. Like, come on, Pacino, run, run, run. Get some cardio in there. So did he know Pacino was a cop? He just goes give me that shotgun. I just, hey, it's Pacino. Might as well give him the shotgun. I'm trying to, does he have a badge on, or I just, if I'm running, I say, give me that shotgun. He'll just give me the shotgun, that cop. He may have a police badge on his belt. He's huffing it. He's puffing it. Just an interesting location to have this by sort of the airport fields. Also, not heavily music filled. Just letting the sound effects of the planes and the gunshots kind of do all the talking in terms of the sound. Of course, now it's decision time. Which do I hide behind? Again, just a very nice, tense cat and mouse chase around here. This whole section here. Nice camera movements. Kind of showcase us with the movement of the characters. And think about, like, every corner you turn could be your last bit. You turn. So now it's like, okay, I got two more choices. Do I have the left or do I have the right? I like that too, the whole light showcasing and dimming. It just gives a nice different little vibe to the whole finale. And it's essential for Pacino to win, also. That old Western standoff between two gunfighters. Now we have the music piping in. Is this on the left or is it on the right? I think maybe Pacino's kind of waiting on this plane to come. Let the lights be showcased. There you go. Really nice close-ups of Pacino's face during that. Kind of pa 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 pa. Nice intense look. And there we go. God Moving Over the Waters by Moby. Beautiful piece of music. Especially the movie version, because in the other version that was, I think, first released on a CD, it kind of just kept going in this circle. But here there's that crescendo, that da 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 da, which is in the movie, and is my preferred version of that. But I know I didn't. You have to kind of fiddle around to find which version you're listening to. But again, the version in the movie I prefer. Told you it wasn't going back. Yeah. And beautiful music. I love that last shot, that last wide shot. Like, that's cinema, man. To me, that's fucking cinema. Go to black, the crescendo. That's what I talk about, the crescendo. It's in the movie version, not some of the other versions of this of the music. There was some that was released as this version, but some were not. So I love that. What a great piece of music to end it on. Beautiful. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of want to listen to this piece of music, man. What a great film, man. Yes, I do wish that, there's some stuff that could be tightened up. Natalie Portman's character, I wish they did a bit more with her. Have a few more scenes of her getting along with Pacino's character. But man, what works very well. And that whole finale, great cat mouse. The action scenes, like the robbery, the heist. The music is very well done. The cast. Pacino and De Niro going head to head. Great stuff. And a fuck a little better than Righteous Kill. And the fact that this was not nominated for any major awards was ridiculous. Not a single fucking one. Another reason why you should not take awards any type of seriousness. Any type of seriousness should not be showcased because of that fucking bullshit. Fuck that shit. This movie deserves something. So I just my thumbs up. This, whatever the fuck that means. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. Al Pacino, De Niro, Val Kilmer, Tom Sizemore. Man. Diane Venora did a good job of acting. Just her character was a lush. Ted Levine, Hank Azaria, Danny Trejo. A lot of people. A lot of recognizable people. Oh, Rick Avery. Is that the same Rick Avery who directed that Jeff Speakman film, Deadly Outbreak? Because he was a stunt guy. Did deal with stunts. Maybe he was. Stunts. Other stunts. Okay. Yeah, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks once again to Shawn for the request, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.